Hey, to the fellow Mouseketeers out there, it's Englentine, the homegrown tourist. Now, we're going to be talking a little bit about a new ticket that's shown up. This is a part of a live stream that we did the other day, and I welcome everybody to the live streams. And if you want to actually join in the chat, just say, hey, I want to talk about this, and I'll throw in the link for you. Everybody's invited. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. So, this came up. You know, a lot of people have been complaining about, and by the way, you see it, you'll see a whole bunch of people that Galaxy's Edge is a failure.
Yeah, no.
Well, no, actually, it's just a slow summer, and part of the reason is because they upped ticket prices. My annual pass went up $12, and a lot of the season passes, and what they decided to do was something where they had it like, if you go on a slow day, it's $130. That's the base price. If you go on a busier day, like summer times where they're expecting a lot of people, it goes up to $150 or $170. And during Christmas time, it's going to be $200.
Yeah.
For a day at Disney. And I think they price themselves out, especially at Disneyland. Disneyland is not like Walt Disney World. Walt Disney World is bigger. It's the vacation thing. Disneyland relies a lot more on local traffic than Walt Disney does. And I think they price themselves out because the parks have not been busy. The parks haven't been busy here either. Let's see. It says Walt Disney World. Okay, let's get through this. Food is expensive. Tickets. Yeah, they hiked the price on everything. And I was telling people, be careful of this because they just went through a shit ton of construction. What with the road work, the Galaxy's Edge coming out, they just finished an open Toy Story land. They've got all sorts of things. They got a hotel that's coming up soon here as well. They've been construction world for quite a while. So they're going to need to pay for that. And or at least they're going to have to recoup their money. And I mentioned they're going to raise prices on food. We're going to end up paying for it. So hotels are expensive, food is expensive, tickets are expensive, and have only gotten more expensive in recent years. However, a new ticket option might help alleviate some of the price issues if you're willing to limit your hours in the park, but only slightly. Let's see. Bob Iger himself said he doesn't think that Disney parks have a pricing problem, but yeah, because you're a freaking billionaire. No kidding. Wait, what's gas? Is gas like $50 a gallon now? I don't know. Just go get me some gas, and here's a couple of $1,000s to fill the tank. Yeah, when you could do that kind of thing, yeah, of course it's not a problem. Let's see. The new Walt Disney World ticket is called the Midday Magic, and it works for any of the 4 theme parks and is available in 2, 3, or 4 day options and can be purchased for as little as $75 or $74 a day. But I'll guarantee you that's $74.99. The park hopper option, which allows guests to visit multiple days in a single day, can also be added. By the way, never do park hopper. Never do park hopper. Now, some people say, well, you know, think about it. Is that really your cup of tea? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, blah, 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 whatever. That's only because they're not willing to make a stand. Never do park hopper. And here's why. If you jump from one park to the other, you're spending an hour. Okay, unless you're driving, you're spending an hour. And even then, you're probably a half hour at the least. You're spending an hour at the least going from one park to the other, messing up your day. And so it's just, you're not going to see everything. It's better to do one day, one park, and just take it in. Relax your trip a little bit. You know, you got the Walt Disney World on your shoulders. You got to loosen up a little bit, enjoy it, you know. If you're park hopping, you're just adding a lot of stress to it. And you're going to save your money if you don't do that as well. The catch is the tickets are only valid starting at noon. Most Walt Disney World parks open at 8 or 9. That means, look, I've started a whole bunch of days at noon. You can get a really good day in at noon if you go. Yeah. So especially if it's a summer day where it closes at 9, 10, 11 sometimes. So yeah, that's pretty good. And as an example, if you wanted to buy 2 Walt Disney World tickets starting tomorrow, August 16th, that ticket would cost you $116 for tomorrow. However, the equivalent midday Magic ticket would only cost you $88. broken down on, oh, you know what? I'm going to start going in the morning time with my pass, because I think a lot of people are going to take this. A lot of people are going to start doing this, and that's going to clear up stuff for like people like me with an annual pass. We're going to be able to go right on in. That is pretty good. What do you think?
I think the pricing is a little bit ridiculous, and especially for people who get to go to Disney World maybe once in their lifetime, or maybe once every couple of years. That's kind of like robbery, because a lot of people save up for Disney tickets even when they're reasonably priced. I can't imagine how many people were, able to purchase Disney tickets at the price they were at 5 minutes ago, and now, whoops, now I have to save another couple years money away just to afford one ticket. And that's just it's kind of depressing, because a lot of people put a lot of hopes on non-Disney World. And
well, what would you take advantage of this, though? Would you take advantage of this, like go in at noon rather than morning time?
Yeah, I think that would definitely be interesting. And like you said, it takes a lot of time to get to the parks in the first place for a lot of people. So it's like, why would I show up at the crack of dawn or the opening when I could get something to eat first and then get
I was just about to bring that up. I mean, especially if you're staying like at Fort Wilderness, or if you're staying at Contemporary, the Polynesian, or Grand Floridian, something's right by there. Take some time out, get a breakfast. And I understand you haven't been there, but by all means, if you do ever come back, and I'll take you out, we'll grab a breakfast at the Wave, which is one of the best spots. I've got a video where me and Gail went, and it is one of our favorite spots, or the Yale and Compass. But take your time, get yourself a nice breakfast, because sometimes that's a great way to even meet characters without spending a ton of money. And just go in noon. You cut costs down to, that was 1989 prices right there. I remember, because I spent that much. So no, actually in 80s, I think it was still like $25 or $27. I remember I bought a ticket for my girlfriend and me. I think we really only spent $28 or $29, and then this would be 1987, 88, somewhere around there. Yeah. Wow. 30 years ago, it was actually not that expensive. I don't know. With all the money they bring in, sometimes they don't really need it to be that much. They don't. They're just trying to appease the what do they call it? The investors. All righty. Now this is going to be fun, because I'm a fat guy, and I'm going to close out on this. First, I'll go to Universal, because no one cares about Universal. I did a.
It's funny, because I was thinking about this the other day. I think now, if I was to go down there, I'd rather do Universal than I would Disney.
Well, that's the one I've got family in, so come on down. I can get you in that one for free.
If we're ever down there, I'm definitely going to take you up on that. But we don't travel down that way very often, so it'll probably be a situation.
My opinion, she was forced to say that by China. Remember what happened with Fan Bingbing? I said that exact thing, Maverick, when we were talking about it. That Bingbing, thank you very much for the name. It was out of my head for a while. Had a lot of problems with government, and Dalton mentioned she was compelled to say it. I think she was compelled to say it. So yeah, if she said anything about it, but then again, she is like a naturalized American citizen, but she built her career in China. So yeah, but I absolutely agree with that. So there you go, gang. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you think this will be something that a lot of people are going to take advantage of? Frankly, I wouldn't go any other way. I know it cuts out a couple hours, but you could do a lot between 12 and 5 or 12 and 6 or definitely 12 and 9, even on a summer day. I do not see a reason why I would not go the full ticket. Anyway, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell, because that's all YouTube really pays attention to anymore, whenever they do actually pay attention. And if you don't mind helping out the channel, there's a link to Patreon and to Ko-Fi. If you just go right on over to there and you drop $1 in the till, this is the way we're trying to make a living. We definitely want to thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers and fellow Mouseketeers out there, thank you very, very much for watching, and see you real soon.